In this video, we're going to create this character counter using HTML, CSS, and JS. I'm gonna make it easy for you. Before we start, I'd like to ask you to subscribe my channel and drop me a comment and share your opinion. Negative or positive, your opinion would make my channel better. Let's go. Alright, now let's start with the HTML code. We're gonna create a div, and inside that div, we're gonna give a class of container. Inside that, we're going to create a text area, and this text area is going to have the ID of description and a placeholder of type something here. Now, under the text area, we're going to create a p tag, and it's going to be number of characters, and we're going to create a span here inside the p tag, and we're going to give the span an ID of count, and we're going to put a 0 inside that. Now we're done with the HTML. Now let's go for the CSS file. We're going to give it a default of margin 0, padding 0, and a box sizing of border box, and a font family of Roboto. Now let's go for the body tag, and we're going to give it a background color of 211C38, a color of white, display of flex, justify content center, align item center, and height of 100 view height. Now the container should have a width of 500 pixels, and the text area should have a width of 100%. Now I think I have a typo here. Let me check. The container. Yes, I have a typo here. I had a typo here. I actually typed container wrong. Container. Yes, that's it. Now the text area should have a height of 250 pixels. It should have a border of none, outline none, a background color of 10, 11, 16. And a padding of 20 pixels. We're going to give it a border radius of 10 pixels. And now let's give it a resize of none, so the user cannot resize the text area. Now give it a margin of 10 pixels from top and bottom, 0 from left and right, and a font size of 20 pixels. Now let's go for the p tag. It's going to have a font size of 20 pixels. So this is bigger. Now we're going to give it a font weight of 300. So it's lighter, and a margin left of 20 pixels. And the span should have a font weight of 700. So this is bolder, and it should have the color of gold. So this is it. Now we're pretty much done with the CSS. Now let's go to our JavaScript file. Let me open up my console. So the first thing we need to do is that we need to select this text area with the ID of description. So we're gonna say the const my text is equal to document.getElement by its ID, and the ID is actually description. Now the this my text we're going to select, and we are going to add an add event listener. The event we're going to listen to is an input. We're going to create a function for that. It's an arrow function, and we create a variable here, let count, and count is going to be my text.value and length. So actually, let me console log. We say please console log my text.value, and then show us the count of the value. Now if I write hello here, you can see that my value is now hello, and there are 5 characters. So the thing is that whatever we, sorry, I think, sorry, in the text area, I should have used a color white, excuse me. That was the reason we didn't see the text here. Let me erase it again. And let me type hello again. So as you can see here, we have hello. So the value is actually, the value inside the text area is hello. Now the length of value is 5. So if we want this number, we actually want this number to be shown inside this span. Now, let me comment this console log. We're going to need to select this span. Let me check here. We have the span has the ID of count. So we say document.getElement by ID, and the ID is count. So we say the text content inside the count is going to be equal to count, which is actually this variable. Now, if I start typing, you can see that this actually increases by the time I type. Now, this is working perfectly, but the problem is if I put spaces, it's going to count the spaces, and obviously I don't want that. I want these spaces to be omitted from the count, because I want the actual number of characters and not spaces. So in order to do that, we're going to have to change our function a little bit. I'm going to erase this, and I am going to create a new variable called letText without spaces. Sorry, text without spaces. Now I'm going to set it to my text.value, and then I am going to use replace method, and inside replace method you're going to have to copy and paste this value. This. Let me make the page a little bit bigger. Yes, this is the value that you have to put inside the parentheses in replace. Now, this is the time to define the variable of count, and we say count is equal to text without space dot length. Now, if I type again, you can see that the numbers are working, but if I put spaces, you can see it doesn't work. So whenever I put spaces, it doesn't count, but whenever I put characters, it works. So spaces are going to be omitted with this function. This is a test. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys, and if you liked this video, if it was helpful, please like and subscribe my channel to support me. Thank you guys.